Hey guys, what's up? I'm the Sparrow123 and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Ultra Sun. In the last episode, we explored a whole bit of Mali City. We also took care of a gym. Yes, a gym in the Alola region, which was actually pretty cool. And now we needed to be heading off. I almost forgot. I needed to check the apparel store first. So let's see, it's right here, alright? So let's see if there's anything new clothing wise, and hopefully it doesn't crash my game this time, because in the last town it just kept on freaking crashing. It was crazy. Let's just see. Don't really like the shorts at all, the capris. I don't think there's anything here for me, as it seems like. The backpack maybe. I mean, I kind of dig our normal. You know what? I think we're good. Alright, so nothing really worth picking up here. If I do say so myself, I kind of dig our current outfit still. Looks pretty dope. And then now we're actually going to be heading off, as I said, heading off to Route 10, which is this away. Right here, Route 10. Let's talk to this lady first, because, yes, because I'm pretty sure we are going to want to collect some Sophocles. Let's see how many there are. Yeah, I want to help you find them. There's 8. Alright, there we go. So we need to find 8 Sophocles. And I definitely want to go ahead and try and find them all, because it's a pretty easy task. And there's one right literally down below me, but this trainer here says, no, you're going to battle me first. But yeah, I do believe this is just an easy way to get a whole lot of extra money, because it's like 15,000 or 20,000 just for you know, finding 8 Stuffle on the small, kind of smallish routes. So honestly, it's not too bad, you know. We're gonna go for, I guess, a disarming voice, just so we can do some neutral damage at least instead of resisted, and we'll be alright. At least disarming voice is stab now, because Primarina is, as you know or may not know, a water fairy type, very, very strong typing. I love Primarina as a Pokemon of itself, so I'm kind of really digging to use it again. It's been a very long time since I've actually used one in a normal playthrough before. And here and there in a couple Nuzlockes, you know, but then you always need to have the chance of it encountering it. And I've always just been a big fan, so yeah, super glad to have chosen this as my starter for this game around. But it kind of makes sense, because, you know, it's my second favorite starter, and that's how usually I do these games. So that is one Stuffle found. I can see a Stuffle right there on that tree, or below that tree rather. Right here, sniff sniff, yes. Teleport back, my friends. So that is 6. We need 4 more. Let's just check here in case we missed any. Aha, there's one behind that tree right there. This is a lady who heals us up. That's actually very splendid. Thank you. Let's grab this Stuffle. So that is number 3. We need 5 more. We have this lady here who wants to fight us, and we see a Stuffle on the top of our screen. So we're definitely going to be able to grab that one pretty easily. Beauty Andrea with a Fluffy. Ooh, alright, an electric type, so definitely not the best type matchup here. But I think we'll be alright. We can go for a nice sparkling Aria. It's still neutral. That's the beautiful thing on water. It's still neutral on electric. So this will still hurt quite a bit. Quite a bit, so even meaning it's dead. So that's literally perfect. Madonna gets to level 35. That is absolutely fantastic. That definitely means we can do a small switch around in the team pretty soon. By pretty soon, I guess we're gonna get attacked by a Pokemon from the tree. It's looking to be a Fearow. Pretty noticeable by the silhouette that it was a Fearow, so that was pretty cool. That you're able to see which Pokemon are coming down at you to destroy your ass, basically. Very fun, very fun. So, let's see if we're gonna switch already. I think we might as well just do that, because I don't have a full team yet, and I'm not too keen on doing 2 levels at the same time just yet, because I think then we'll split the team off quite a bit. Right, that is the 6th Stuffle, if I do believe so. There's one just chilling in the grass here, so that should be one more, I do believe, after this one. Alright, and we're encountering a wild Pokemon because I did not spray a Repel. Unfortunately, and look at that, we get a Fearow again. Look at that, man. Another Fearow. We're just gonna mosey on out of here, so let's say goodbye. We can't run away yet. Brother, I absolutely hate how you can't run away sometimes. So stupid. This bitch just should have full skill link freaking Fury attack on me, man. That's rather annoying, but oh well. We have another trainer here. Apparently not a trainer. I guess I miscounted because I see 2 Stuffle right here in the grass, so I definitely miscounted somewhere, probably during the battle. I just completely forgot what the last number was, but that's alright. I'm pretty sure we're gonna find them all, so that's perfect. Next up, we do have a Growlithe, who's probably gonna intimidate me here, I assume. Yep, of course. Alright, so we're not gonna do too much to him. So I think we're just gonna go for... I think Fury Attack will probably do more, even with the Intimidate. It's gonna be a 2-hit anyway, probably, right? And we had a bigger chance of getting a crit with Fury Attack. He goes for the Agility, oh boy. He definitely wants to be faster this time around. He definitely will outspeed me now here. And he's gonna Fire Fang, that's alright. Not too much damage. And Fury Attack will finish off this Growlithe. And down it goes. Alright, that is a nice and easy victory for Woody. Even such a big victory, it gets to level 35. That is crazy. Alright, so that means we're gonna do a quick swap once again. I guess we're gonna have Jessie actually in front. Because I know we're gonna be using Drex in the next trial probably most of the time anyway. So, just want to use some other Pokemon before we give him most of the spotlight. Alright, and with that should be all of the Stuffle. I am pretty sure. Let me just go ahead and go with the Taurus Charge just quickly back. Just so it's a bit easier to get... Of course we're gonna get attacked again. I actually didn't fully recognize what that was. A Pineco, alright. A freaking Pineco. We have never seen this Pokemon, yeah, that is actually correct. We've never seen a Pineco before in this game. A Bug type. We're just gonna slowly walk away from this. And we're gonna talk to that lady. There was still one more, Jesus Christ, I'm bad at counting apparently. I guess probably there would have been like a notification or something, right? And I'm guessing I've missed one in a location. I'm fairly certain I have. What? You never seen somebody take a bus stop to go before? Hey, yo, you trying to steal our bus stop? Best to go find your own, you heard? I guess we are fighting some Team Skullgrunts. Fantastic. I'm gonna hear one of my favorite teams here once again. Always lovely. Team Skullgrunt, let's see what you have in store for me. A Houndour. Okay. We have Jessie here, so that's actually pretty stellar. That we're going to be facing a Dark type. We're going to go for the Brick Break. Only has one Pokemon. Don't see the point in Power Punching. Because Houndour is pretty frail anyway. And yeah, it's not going to go down. Or it was going to go down. But not by a Power Punch, probably. Dang, I lost, and my homie's gonna fight you. That's just life in Team Skull. We stand up even though to the strong, yo. We stand up, but not for long, yo. Alright, guess we're doing another Team Skullgrunt fight. I'm terrified now. Let's see what he has in store for me. The second one. We have a Golbat. Alright, well, Golbat is definitely a bit of a troublesome issue for our Jessie here. At the moment still, because yeah, just pure fighting type. We only have Rock Tombs for it, and I think I'm gonna go for it anyway. I think we can survive one flying type move, right? He goes for the Confuse Ray, okay. Honestly fine by that. If we can snap out, this Golbat's dead anyway. So let's hope if we can snap to your Jessie. Let's go. Rock Tomb has been hit. Golbat has been deleted. Beautiful work. Getting some nice experience from that. And Team Skull members have been beaten. Yo, think about the bus drivers. If you take this bus stop, they can all chill. Oh, I'm over this. Back to living large at the mansion. I guess so, yeah. Sparrow. Oh shit, it's Kukui, yeah. What's going on? Some Team Skullpunks just ran past me going in the other direction, yeah? I sure wish they challenged the League instead of getting up to no good all the time. The League? Ho ho, you'll find out soon enough. Just wait you, cousin. But first things first, if you want to head up Mount Hukulani, we should take the bus. It'll blast up there to the top, yeah? As quick as Sky Uppercut. Alright, I guess if we want to do that, then we want to do that. But we have a Stuffle to find, and I thought it was right here. But I do think it's going to be behind that sign anyway. Because I do remember there was a sign here. And yeah, there's a Stuffle right here. It is the final one. Yeah, it gave us a notification. So I probably should have figured it out that we were going to get a notification. I'm just staying as far down below as I can so we don't get spotted by those Firo or Pineco. We also get a muscle band, so that's also one of the reasons why I wanted to do this. Muscle band is a pretty good item. Boosts our physical moves slightly, and we get 15,000 in money. We'll always take some extra cash. Always helpful, you know, so might as well take that. Fairly easy money to grab. Just find those 8 Stuffle, doesn't take as long. You need to cross the route anyway. Do me a favor, I'm gonna check out the bus stop. Oh yeah, shit, we have to actually check out the bus stop. Yes, I want to go to the observatory. You're welcome aboard the Executor Express. Our safe driving record will absolutely slay you. Come on, climb in. Oh gosh darn, bro. Slay us? That doesn't sound very inviting. Now we are at the mountain top. Beautiful. Over here. Mount Hukulani is the second tallest mountain in Alola and the tallest. Check it out, Sparrow. Yeah. You see that steep, jutting, majestic peak right over there, yeah? We do see it, and we do see some construction. That's Mount Lanakila, the highest peak in Alola. Well, goddamn. It's a sacred spot, yeah? The closest you can ever get to the legendary Pokemon of Alola. Said to be the Sun Incarnate. That's it, right there, on the peak of Lanakila. That's where I'll establish our Pokemon League. We'll get everybody who's finished their island challenges, yeah? And up there on the peak of Mount Lanakila, they'll battle against the Kahunas to become the Island Challenge champion. I've always valued our old traditions here in Alola, but it's time to make a champion the world will recognize. It's time to get our own Elite Four and make our own Pokemon League. To think that someday the kiddos in Alola will be able to go from being the Island Challenge champion to the World Champion. And then, when we have our own champion, then they can show the rest of the world that what's so special about Alola and Pokemon and their trainers, yeah. That sounds like a solid plan, my dude. Absolutely. Alright, so, first things first, I do want to go into the Pokemon Center. Talk to the missus. Now, I don't think there's anything interesting to buy here in the second Smart, but I will still check it out nonetheless. Let's see. I keep forgetting the left one is a regular one. The right one is... Ah, okay, this is the medicine department. Alright, looks like I need to... I love the challenge. That's the spirit. Yes, it is the spirit indeed. Alright, so I am gonna go down here because we need to battle some trainers for that guy. I do believe there is going to be 4 trainers to fight here down this route. A couple items to grab as well. So a couple final things here to do before we head out on our journey towards the actual totem fight. Right, Clefairy. Honestly, definitely not the best type matchup for us here. I'm just gonna go for the Rock Tomb and we'll see how much damage we do. We're gonna get a quick Claw Pop. Don't know if that mattered or not. We do lower its speed. Wake Up Slaps, not gonna hurt too much, I think. Yep. That's A-OK damage by me. I'm gonna go quick Claw Pops again, that's crazy. This is gonna be the same thing as like an Auras where we had that pop with the Lotat the entire time. That shit was hilarious. I think we're gonna go for Rock Tomb here once again. Yes, sir. Please, please, please. And we get the quick hop up. Like, it's actually insane how we got it 3 times in a row. Even though we were faster than the Clefairy anyway. Like, yeah, man. It's giving me the pops or the boosts when technically I don't really need them at the moment. So that's a bit unfortunate. Jesus Christ, this guy's on a big-ass horse. You know what? I know we have a couple repels. So, let me actually go and find them. I probably passed them. Yep, right here. There we go. Super repel, just so we can explore this nicely in case there's like a trainer or a TM. Volt switch. Oh boy. Pretty good TM. Definitely recommend picking that up. I actually don't think any of our team members can use that though. So let's just check out. In case Volt switch. Yeah, nah. I didn't think anyone in our team can learn that. And I don't think anyone in our team will be able to learn that. That we will get later on. And later on is actually decently soon that we're going to add another team member to the squad. So that's actually pretty hype. Always fun to add another team member to the party. Let's talk to this backpacker next. Because he is, I do believe, our second trainer that we need to fight here. We have a Geodude, who's going to be an Alolan one, of course. The Rock Electric type. So this is something nice to handle for Jesse here. We can just nice and easily break. He only has 1 Pokemon. Go for the max damage here. But I kind of forgot. Of course, Geodude. Stealth Rock? Brother! You're actually thinking I'm gonna switch out here and just, you know... That's crazy. Let's just power up punch for the BM. We're not even getting the boost, of course, because the battle is over. We get to level 35, though, which is that's very good. So now we can swap to our final team member who needs to level up, which is Drax. So let's switch him up to the front of the party. He's the one who needs the most experience anyway. We have 26 totem stickers. Look at that. We have that golfer down there, and I do believe we need to like go down here to to actually challenge him. It's actually pretty cool. Yep, there we go. Hey, now it's easier to stand in front of a golfer trainer. Like, this is actually fantastic. I love how you're actually fighting him from way across over there. Such a cool little nifty thing they can do in the newer games. He has 3 Pokemon. And I do believe these are all just Miniors, but just different colors, if I'm not mistaken. It's just some weird facts I just always know about, like, certain of these battles. It's just funny. Rock Slide away. We don't take it out in 1 hit, very unfortunately. He goes for the rollout, so that, yeah, won't do anything. He goes to shields down again, so he will probably outspeed us now. Fairly certain he will. Yep, outspeeds us, goes for the rollout, will do a bit more damage now. We luckily don't miss our Rock Slide here. And we pull through. Minior goes down. That is the first one beaten. Now look at that. We get to level 35. And I think this might be just ever slightly a small opportunity. Actually, let's see if we do hit him. Do we one-shot them now? That would be stellar. Let's just check it out. We got 1 level up, you know, a tiny bit extra damage. We might be able to one-shot here now, which would be just perfect. Because then I'll stay in. Oh, come on, man. Double edge. Oh boy, he might kill himself here. No, of course not, because he barely takes damage from that. Because he barely did any damage. Right, it's fine. I think we'll just break for the kill. Make sure we don't miss. Double edges me. And now he kills himself. Alright then, bro. Like, oh yeah. Alright, next one I actually do think, let's test out if Madonna with a Sparkling Aura can one-shot this thing. I do think he'll be able to. Or she'll be able to, rather. We have a bit more special attack. A bit more of a stronger move as well. And I think Minior is less on the special defense side. Can't remember completely. I know it has a lot of defenses in this form, but we do actually kill it in 1 hit. That is beautiful. Look at that. Almost level 36 as well, so yeah, that definitely proves how much more experience she is getting whenever we're using her, and then whenever we're using our other Pokemon. They are a bit slower, especially our Drax. And I do believe here this is the final trainer that we need to face off against, and he has 2 Pokemon, a Passimian, and I can think of what his next Pokemon will be here. We're gonna go fight, and I think actually switch here to Woody, because this thing is a fighting type. He'll do some numbers on me, so let me just switch out nice and easy, and we can kill this thing with a nice and drill peck. We don't take that takedown pretty well, makes complete sense. But we do outspeed here, and we'll be able to kill 1 hit, no problem, easy peasy. Get a ton of experience. Got Oranguru next. I think who has a... That's not a smart move. You know what, I'll just stay in. Fuck it. It's not gonna like we're gonna use this Pokemon whatever in the next big fight anyway, the next totem fight. So we'll just do some big damage here with Drill Peck. He's gonna nasty plot. Don't really see the point in that, buddy, because we do outspeed you. And this will just be a free hit to kill you. Nice and easy. We get to level 36. We are gaining them levels. Madonna as well, makes sense. She was very close as well, you know, from that 1 Minior. Or after that 1 Minior. So now we are definitely going to do some... I guess we don't need to really swap anymore, because we do have Repel off. Let's use another one, yeah, just to be sure. We have more than plenty. We have some money as well, so I think we'll be alright. Yeah, I don't think anything's down here, or is it? Yeah, nope, nothing's down here. Alright, so, well, I think that means we can go back to the big town. And the plan is still to hopefully be able to do the totem and the trial. I think that'll be more than plenty for this episode. And I do believe we can still finish that. We've beaten all this. Repeller off, that's completely fine. And since we're just so close to the Pokemon Center, I think I might as well just do a quick heal up. And then we are gonna fight this veteran guy. And now that I'm thinking about it, let's do the final switch before the next fight. Or before the next totem, the next trial. I don't know why I keep calling it fight. it's an actual totem battle. But we're gonna get Crabrawler out here. Are you one who defeat all trainers? Yes, I am. Yeah, bro, you use your Z-Power on me. I'm completely fine by that. Alright, let's see what you have. Mr. Veteran Akira, we have 2 Pokemon, alright. So, Persian, right? Whatever version it is. Of course it is Alola. Why was it gonna be anything different, you know? We're in the Alolan region. It would make sense. Level 33, so he's a bit tougher. I think we are gonna go for a Power Punch here. We do get the Quick Claw Pop on a turn where it doesn't matter, because we just get Fake Out. Big damaged. Jesus, we do get another Quick Claw Pop. Jesus Christ, man. If only it didn't Fake Out, then it would have been so splendid. Not very effective, but we are not taking those moves very well. We cannot... Brother, this Quick Claw is freaking insane. Like, it's actually acting insane. Get a ton of experience here. We have an Absol. Might as well stay in here. And I think Absol, he'll probably hurt us real bad. But I think we deserve the chance to see if he survives or not. So let's just Super Potion it up. Let's see how much we can tank here. Goes for a Slash. Okay, definitely cannot tank anything, really. Let's go for a Brick Break if we get the Quick Claw Pop. We don't if we survive. He got the crit, of course. Never mind. Alright, well, we tried at least, you know. Let's go for Drax, and I think we are definitely going to go for a Bulldoze. Just to make sure we can outspeed the next turn after. Or the turn after that, whatever it's going to be. That Night Slash hurts like a mother trucker. Bulldoze doesn't do too much. I don't know if I'll outspeed now or not, but I'm just gonna go for it anyway. Ah, we would have outsped, that's sad. Probably would have been safe for the rock slide then. Alright, we're gonna get obliterated by his dark type Z move, I assume, right? Yep, Black Hole Eclipse, alright. So, I'm sorry, he's gonna die, my friend. Because I don't think we're living this. Yep, we are definitely not living that, as I thought. So, Jesus Christ, this was actually a tough battle. We are just gonna go for the Woody. And we're just doing a U-turn. And that will be able to kill pretty easily here. We have high attack stats. Absol has pretty low defensive stats. So we are completely alright. We got a decent chunk of money. And what do we get as a reward for beating this guy? TM95 Snarl. Yo, Snarl is a really fantastic TM. It lowers the special attack of the Pokemon on the field on your opponent's side. So yes, that is all the Pokemon on your opponent's side. It's actually pretty fantastic. Alright, now that we have done all that, we need to go into the observatory, because that is where our trial is. And you know what? This guy has been blinking his eyes, so let me do a roto line thingy. And we get the star one, which I think is Roto prize money. Alright, so more money. That's always great. We'll do that whenever we have some extra upcoming battles to do. But let's talk to this guy in front of the observatory, right? Hey there. You're still as fired up as ever, Royal. Ha, Sparrow, let me introduce you. This is Molayne. He runs the observatory here and also manages PC boxes, but he's not Hokolani's captain. But I was the captain once, my mouse friend. It's Sparrow, right? Thanks for coming all the way up to Hokolani to visit us. Our Captain Sophocles is a rather busy young man, I'm afraid, always calculating comets paths or updating that festival plaza thing of his. If you want to be introduced to the Master Royal though, well, that's something I could definitely help you with right here and now. Yeah, I think he's even stronger than we were at this point of our Iron Challenge. One more thing, cousin, the name's Kukui. Who's this Master Royal you're talking about? Just think about the favor I asked you, yeah, Molayne? I want you to seriously consider it. I guess I should head back to Maddie Garden. Even Hao should be done eating malasadas by now, yeah? I'll make sure he makes it up here too. Alright, so he's gonna get our friend. That guy is as interesting as ever, my old buddy. Here's a little something to remember our meeting by Sparrow. We get the Steelium Z, look at that big man. Behold. Damn. Cutting sharpness and yielding power. Yes, this move has them both, and it is what you need to know to draw 4 to Steel type Z power. I gathered these Z crystals when I was on my own island challenge back in my own day, adventuring with Kukui and my Pokemon in search of strength. You should go ahead and use it now. Now go on inside and tour our observatory as you like, and if you're ready for the real trial, Captain Sophocles can be found in the head's office. Alright, so we are definitely gonna go inside here. Looks like we're getting another Hokulani's observatory can view distant planets and galaxies with the help of Pokemon like Togedemaru and Charjabug, of course. Thank you. I guess it's time to feed you guys. Right, let's go inside further. And we should have the trial door here. Oh, never mind, that's not the location we need to go in, I guess. Here we have him. You're getting close to your goal, I imagine you must have come here to attempt a trial, huh? So, where are the Charjabug? Molayne said, oh, they're eating, right. The Charjabug are really gluttons, you know? The Charjabug helped me out with my trials, so can you go get them all for me? I'll have to get everything else ready while you do that. I'm gonna have to get Togedemaru's help too. This will be my first time testing it, so it would be a huge help if you would go call the Charjabug for me. Alright, so we need to gather some Charjabug, but we did see this totem sticker right there, so let me grab that real quick. We're on 27, so you know, we might come across the time where we actually do need to, we actually can grab 40. There you are, the Charjabug are all flat and happy. Zap, zap, zap. Let's see. I'm only counting 6. They're not all here. Oh boy. I'm sorry, Sparrow, but you think you can go find the remaining charger book? We're only missing 3. There should still be eating in that empty lot in the bus station. Right, so I guess we need to find 3 charger books. We have a little side quest right before our actual trial. Pokemon buried here? Looks like there actually was. Yeah, look at that. We found a charger book. Let's see if there's one here. Look at that. There's another one. And let me guess. Actually, do remember there's not gonna be, yeah. Something was eating there. How's it going, Sparrow? Did you find all those charger book? Oh, seems like 7 book is missing. I always wanders off to strange pages. Oh, we called the 9 charger book by their nicknames. 1 book all the way to 9 book. And we can see it crawling at the distance, and the 1 charger book just rotated its head around to it, so it kind of gave us away the location to find the last charger book, which is right here, of course. Jabukad. Alright then. Oh, 7 Jabuk, there you are. Thanks for the help in finding it, Sparrow. Now we should get back to Sophocles. No doubt he's been craning in his neck like an executor waiting for us. Craning his neck? You get it, those charger book quickly. I knew there was something special about you. So over there, there's the room where we have the trial. Switching off the security system. Alright, he looks real excited, you know, to do this trial. Alright, and I guess as soon as we go in, our trial will basically begin. So let's make sure everybody's healed up. Yep, and let's put Drax up front. And actually, for this trial, I want to do something slightly different. We might have benefits from it, or not. I'm gonna give, might sound weird, I'm gonna give double team to Drax. And I'm gonna go for, I think I'm gonna get rid of Brick Break, since we have the TM for that anyway, so we can just relearn Brick Break anytime after that. But trust me, there's a reason behind it. It may be weird, but there is a reason behind it. Alright, look at this. A very, very different trial from when Sun and Moon. 1 Jabuk, 2 Jabuk, 3 Jabuk are all on board the roller. Yes, we should all be ready for them to lend us electricity. Hey, Sophie. Thank you. Look at the Togedemaru. Togedemaru and Chargerbug get along very well. We use Togedemaru's ability, Lightning Rod, to absorb all sudden urge surges from Chargerbug so we don't get zapped. Oh, and by the way, we have Togedemaru, a nickname. Togedemaru. Alright then. Togedemaru. So, do you want to begin my trial, Sparrow? Yes, I've been waiting for it. Wow, you're really into this. Okay, let me explain how my trial works. First, you need to connect the Chargerbug that are on the roller. We'll use the electricity from the Chargerbug to power up the machine. That should let us call the Totem Pokemon. Use the 4 buttons on the edges of the roller to rotate the panels and connect the Chargerbug in the line. Just as an example, this is what happens when you rotate the panels. Right, we're getting a nice example made, so that's pretty easy to figure out, you know. You don't need to worry about which way the Chargerbug are facing, so long as they're connected in a line. Let me summarize. We can. All right, I know what to do now. I know what to do. So let's get this trial going, okay? My trial is about to begin. All right, trial has started. We are here for another trial. So we need to get them in that line. That's fairly easy, I think. We can just do this, do that. Boom, they are done. Chargerbug have been moved. Now we're ready to power up the Pinger. Alright, let's see how powerful this gets. Yes, it's working. The electricity from the linked Chargerbug is moving along the cable. And the Vikavolt is being powered up. Alright, alright, alright. It's actually working. The Pinger is getting a good dose of power. Now this other Pokemon should be here any minute. Zap. Alright, but that is a pretty normal Pokemon sound. We have an Elekid. Alright, Elekid. That is a fairly interesting Pokemon to start us off against. So we are gonna go for the Bulldoze. Good goes for the quick attack. God damn it, he wants to get some chippy damage off. Rather annoying for sure. Elekid has fainted. Alright, we are gonna go Just avoid real quick. Ah, of course, Elekid love electricity too. It must have been tempted out by the pinger. We didn't call the Pokemon we wanted, but it seemed like the pinger worked just fine. So what now, Sophie? I think one more of Charger Book isn't giving it enough electricity. If that's the case, all we need to do is add another circuit. Well, goddammit, these Void, why are they talking so much both at the same time? If my theory is correct, this should let us pump more power into the pinger, so my trial will continue. Sparrow. Right, so we need to do... No, I do not. I won't give up. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Alright, so let's figure this one out. Do it like that, yes. Alright, that was fairly easy once again. And I have another feeling that this won't be enough for the pinger. We're gonna get more electricity. Because only the second light probably is gonna go on now, right? It's actually working. The pinger is getting a good dose of power. Yes, we're getting much more power than on the last try. Bzap. Right, well, goddamn, let's see. Electabuzz completely makes sense. Alright, so we are getting an Electabuzz as our second Pokemon we need to take down before we head on to the trial. So let me go ahead and go for that strong bulldoze. He goes for Electro Ball, but that luckily doesn't work. Electabuzz faints. And Jesse gets level 36. Beautiful. Electabuzz. It seems like the more power we pump into the pinger, the bigger Pokemon it attracts. This is amazing, Sophie. If that's the case, let's give some more power. That'll definitely summon the total Pokemon. The more Charger Bird we connect in a direct line, the greater the electrical current and is regenerated, and the longer it flows. So that means, yes, indeed, add another line. Let's do one more continuation. I think we need to connect this in a Z, I'm pretty sure. Let's see, figure we need to... Oh yeah, we need to separate these two, I think, for just a bit. Or just like this, actually. Yep, it's just like that. Beautiful, pretty easy. Okay, Sparrow, they're all connected. Yes, activate that pinger, buddy. Look at the power flowing through this thing now. Oh, the cables are looking a little unstable. I hope sure that's got a problem. Oh no, the charger bug will get blasted with electricity if we don't do something. Togemaru, what are you doing? Are you trying to save everyone? Togedemaru's ability is Lightning Rod. It can attract electricity to itself, but the current is too strong. There's no way Togedemaru's electricity sacks can handle all of it. Togemaru, hang in there. Ah, I gotta do something. Look at it, big boy. So it's looking like we have, yes again, another change in trial. We have Togedemaru as the actual trial Pokemon this time around, so no Vikavolt to fight. So we have yet another change. It's been a minute since we've had a change, so it's pretty cool. The electric steel type and the defense rose, so it's got a big defense buff. And if I do remember correctly, this thing will do Spiky Shield or whatever it has, turn 1, no matter what you try to do. Yep, here he goes, Spiky Shield. So we wouldn't have been able to hit it anyway. So we are going to go for a nice double team. Just so we can start evading all these Pokemon. Or a bit more moves, you know. Up next we have a Skarmory. Alright, definitely something not so interesting. Yeah, 2 steel types, definitely not so good. And Bulldoze will not hit the Skarmory, but that does mean we will just get full damage on the Togedemaru here. Single target, so it will still do great damage. Yeah, okay, that does alright damage. We now slow it down as well. He goes... Oh, never mind, there's Tailwind now. Oh, alright then, beautiful. I think he might Spiky Shield her again. And I think on that knowledge, I will Rock Slide. Okay, never mind, he just goes straight Iron Head. Never mind. Stealth Rocks, alright, that's definitely annoying. Let's do some Rock Slide damage. My guess I misread that completely. I really thought he was gonna go for a spiky shield. I am gonna... No, not Roto Boost. I wanna use a Hyper Potion here and fully heal up Drax. Drax is honestly gonna be our best bet against this Pokemon. So let's heal him up while we can. He's just going for straight Iron Heads. Okay. It's good to know. Now Steel Wing. Okay, never mind. We can no longer eat 2 hits in a row. Definitely not fantastic that the speed of Tailwind is right there. I fear we might have to let Drax go down. But then I have to use 2 items. Woody's not going to be helpful anyway. I'm going to switch in Woody. Now we just need to have a clean switch in here. So Stones, lots of damage. Iron Head will do lots of damage. Steel Wing luckily missed. Tailwind has been pewtered out though. Alright, we will Hyper Potion Drax. Because we definitely need that. He goes for Zing Zap. Makes complete sense. We get obliterated. And Skarmory uses Tailwind. Once again, makes complete sense. Definitely annoying. I think we should definitely try and get rid of that Skarmory. We're gonna go switch in the Drax again. At the same time, we do need to get rid of Togedemaru. It's more of a threat. Now we don't have the double team though, very unfortunately. So we're just gonna go straight for damage. He goes for Torment. That's definitely annoying. Bulldoze away. Big damage once again. We're doing great damage, and at least we're slowing that Togedemaru down quite a lot. He has a berry. That son of a bitch. Well, now we're in quite a pickle once again. I think we'll switch out to Jessie this third round. Jessie's not going to be able to do too much. Actually, Jessie might have been able to do quite a lot, now that I think about it. Steel Wing doesn't hurt, but Iron Head will hurt. Okay, at least we do survive. We're going to go to the back. We're going to Hyper Potion up. Once again, our Drax. Alright, Steel Wing will obliterate us. And then I assume we're gonna... Oh, he bounces, the son of a bitch. And Tailwind's gonna peter out, so I'm assuming we're actually gonna be faster this time around, right? We're gonna go for Madonna, I think. It's actually the smarter move, I think. We're gonna go for a Sparkling Aura. Oh, it hits everyone. Okay, I guess we'll just do that. Of course, he avoids it, but we'll do some big damage on the Skarmory at least. Very big damage on the Skarmory. Ah, and he gets the Tailwind off. That's unfortunate. Bounce will do pretty big damage, and we get paralyzed. Alright, that's perfect. Well, we need to take this opportunity, I think, to get another revive going. So we will just straight revive, I think, Jessie here. Steel Wing is neutral. Zing Zap will destroy our soul. Right there. Alright. So, we are gonna go for Drax, I think. And yes, a little bit of rocks damage, that's fine. And I think we need to go for Bulldoze won't kill the Togedemaru yet, but will kill the Skarmory. And the Skarmory is just hella annoying. I think we'll do that. Goes for Torment, that's fine, so we were going to be able to... Needed to do switching moves anyway. That's a lot of damage. He hit the crit. That's crazy. Alright, Skarmory at least goes down here. We get the level up. That's great. Called its ally Pokemon. Yeah. He gets another one straight away. Which is it, the Dene. Okay. The Tailwind is still up. That's a bit unfortunate. I am gonna go for a... This is actually crazy how this fight has been progressing. I'm gonna Hyper Potion here. And see if we don't get crit this time around, you know, would be lovely. He's gonna Charm. So he's gonna make this 10 times more annoying by lowering our attack quite a lot. So this is becoming a detrimental kind of place. Definitely. So we are gonna go for a Bulldoze, I guess. Just get the damage off. Super Fang. Oh boy. We are so boned. This is definitely one of the hardest trials. It is super, super hard. Yep, he will go down. This actually might be a wipe. Jesus Christ, like... or, I mean, we're definitely gonna have to pop our max revives here. Get some stone damage, that's fine. We did get them anyway. Or, we did receive them, so we might as well go for them. If I can find them. I swore I was gonna say I swear I had them. Max revive. We definitely need Drax back. He is for sure needed. This thing's gonna charm. So okay, at least good to know this thing will always charm. And good to know that he will bounce because of that. Okay. I think I will take that advantage in max reviving our Madonna as well. Maybe a bit crazy, but I think it makes sense. Okay, so all he does is charm Super Fang. That's fine with me. We are gonna go for, I think, Madonna now next. And we're gonna hit with a strong Sparkling Aria on both of them. Or we could Icy Wind to guarantee that then he gets slower. He just spiky shield. Now he's spiky shielding. Alright, man. Now he's spiky shielding. Sure. Single target damage though on the Dane. Almost kills it. Gosh darn it. He goes Super Fang. That will do quite a lot of damage. I'm just gonna do Sparkling Aria again because we outspeed both of them. Okay, didn't think Madonna was gonna be used this much, but it's thanks to our max revives. For sure. And Togedemaru just straight dies. Jesus. Special event. I know, it's special events is ass, but my goodness, Madonna here. Absolutely cashing in the victory against what is for certain our hardest trial yet. We are definitely noticing a bit more issues with our team, but that will all be solved pretty soon. Actually, 2 things will happen, so that is pretty exciting. Togedemaru and company, they were saved by the totem Pokemon. The totem Pokemon is really something else, and that means you're one heck of a trainer to have beaten that totem Sparrow. I'm curious though, what is that aura that the Pokemon that the totem Pokemon surround themselves with? I really need to work on the totem calling machines though. Togedemaru and Wonderbug and company, they're all my precious friends. You've gotten that right, Sophie, finding things that you notice, even little things, and improving on them. That's how science works, come to think of it, and that's how Pokemon Battle works too. Hey Sparrow, I'll give you this Electrium Z to reward you for beating the totem Pokemon. Let's go. We now have the Electrium Z, and my goodness, this episode is turned out way longer than I thought. Definitely, probably should have done the trial at the start of the next episode, but I really wanted to get this out of the way. I didn't think we were going to be this busy. But oh well. Now, yeah, he still needs to show us, of course, the move to use it. Or the moves to use it, you know. Congratulations on clearing your trial, and Sophocles did well as a captain too. I was really nervous. Don't you worry, I'm sure that made the right choice in naming captain, even if you are my cousin. Usually it's the island Kahuna who appoints the captains, but here are some unusual circumstances here in Ula Ula, so somehow I ended up captain. But you were really great, Sparrow. Maybe you should invite them to the battle agency in that case. Big Mo, you're a genius, that's marvelous idea, Sparrow. Oh no, the festival plaza shit. We're just gonna skip past this. It's not important anyway. He literally brings you here, talks to you something about battling, of course. You can do some like battling with rental Pokemon. I do believe it is, or whatever it is. I honestly don't know. It doesn't really matter too much. We're gonna go straight out of here. What was the battle? Sparrow? Yeah, whatever. A favor? My pal Kakui seems to have forgotten this. Look at that. Look at that, man. He said he'd be going back to Manny Garden, didn't he? Sorry to ask, but take it to him. Maybe the next time we can battle too. Alright, so Molayne is not battling us this time around. Normally he was the one who fought you here before the trial. But we now have another set of destination. We need to get back to the Mally Garden. But I will save that for the next episode. We've done quite enough in this episode. So I will just leave it right here. I will see you guys back in the next episode of Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon, where we will explore Mally Garden again, or see what Kukui wants there, and then we'll move on our journey towards the next part of our adventure, which has me pretty stoked because there's going to be a couple things happening, which I've been excited about for quite a while. I've been waiting for quite a while. So yeah, hopefully you guys all enjoyed this pretty lengthy episode of Ultra Sun. So yeah, stay tuned for the next one.